I don't know about you, but I love me some unboxing ASMR. But now, if it bothers the majority of you, I'll be sure not to include it anymore. Well, it was really only for a few times anyway to give my voice some rest. But then, on the flip side, if you like it, I'll continue to include it. Maybe just from time to time though. But you guys have to let me know, okay? I got you. Hey NailTubers. Hey Nailifcation Squad. Oh, you're not part of the Nailifcation Squad? What kind of nail tuber are you? Anyway, the video done started without me, so we're gonna have to talk about this later. And we definitely gonna talk about it. This is the Makartt nail foil art kit. As you can see, it came with 20 rolls of beautiful foils, some of which I recognize from having a few of them already, but it's still all good, and 2 milliliter bottles of LED foil glue. If you remember, I have that XKJ Star glue, and don't get me wrong, it works pretty well, and I do like it. But I got this because of a particular foil that gave me the Kung Fu Flux a while back. And ever since then, I've been torn down, withdrawn, pulled back, hesitant, almost unwilling to do a set with totally metallic nail foil. Now, I know you're going to say, but your brother did. But so what? We ain't talking about my brother. But no, seriously. There's a brief clip from the video in my iSnap series. This was back in March of this year.
So the previous nail that I polished with the glue, it must have sat for too long. And also, when I tried it, it did not work out very well. It was just way too much footage to include and take the risk of having more issues with editing, so I left that part out. However, you'll see some of the same effects I ended up with this one and what I did to resolve the problem. As you can see here, I'm putting in a lot of work just to get this foil to start peeling from the backing, and it just wasn't happening. At this point, you should be able to see some clear from the backing paper, which would let you know that much of the foil is starting to become attached to the glue. The metallic was so stubborn, it just wasn't coming off. In a second, you'll see where only half of it managed to peel. This was almost like a battle that was going nowhere. I was almost becoming frustrated, and then, suddenly, an idea crossed my mind. Why don't I treat this as a nail sticker? After all, it's already on there by way of nail glue. So, what I decided to do was leave it adhered and trim around the edges, and then smooth the edges down and polish over it and encasing it with a top coat.
After this happened, I started hearing about the Makartt foil glue. And though I'm sure there are other glues that are good, Makartt has not disappointed me with any products yet. You know I was ready as soon as I got this. I'm doing foils from the kit and chose some others to try with the Makartt glue too. I have some extra practice tips that I'll use to try this glue out, and I chose foils that I think tend to be more difficult. Yes, you already know that gold foil is going to be one of them. So this first one is from this kit. It's a floral print, and I chose it because it has this shimmer metallic finish with swirls. By the way, in case you didn't see the haul on my nail lamp, I now have a 75 watt lamp. The reason I mention this is because, in my opinion, wattage matters. Yeah, it's all exciting to get all the latest and newest things on the market, but here's a point to ponder. I noticed the instructions say to cure for 60 seconds. And What I'm about to say has absolutely nothing to do with the Makartt product. It's more about knowing things to keep in mind. Look, this came out perfect, didn't it? Now let me get back on that. 60 seconds in a 75 watt lamp should not be considered the same as 60 seconds in a 48 watt lamp, which is what I used to have. So why would we cure a product in each lamp for the same amount of time? Isn't this supposed to be a lamp with more wattage and power? I even wonder if companies are taking this into consideration when putting together instructions for use. You know, I just wanted to leave you with that in doing this video. For this, I did my own approximate calculations and cured this glue for 30 seconds. Because if I have this lamp for purpose of saving time, that's exactly what I'm going to do and exactly what the lamp should do. And also vice versa, if you're using a smaller wattage lamp, you really should be checking and make sure the product is cured all the way through. An outer appearance can be very misleading, especially with highly pigmented products. And please, by all means, understand that these are my own thoughts and are not to criticize, rather to give you something to think about, guys. So be very mindful of instruction guides while also forming the habit of testing and trying things out for yourself. This foil also came from the kit and I chose it for being fully metallic, and I love the little circle designs. They're so cute. I don't know if you caught it, but it just flew right into the glue. This foil feels so lightweight and is very easy to lay. I love it. I selected this next metallic because of the ombre. I'm pointing out how easily it laid. That one was really easy. And now, the stubborn foil. It's shorter in width and doesn't cover the entire nail, just so you know. I mean, I could have cut it lengthwise, but this is just for testing. How do you think it's gonna do? Leave a comment real quick before I finish. Let's see what you think, because I have to admit, it gave me such a hard time before. I'm still not sure of it. Not at this point. I'm working it. I'm working it. Oh my gosh. Yes, honey. The battle is won. Then I decided to try some designer foil. The thing about these type of foils is if you miss a small portion of the print, it throws the entire design. Especially something like this Burberry, it's going to throw all of your lines that are in the pattern. Hey! And this is definitely a challenger too. It did pretty well for me when I used it with the star glue, but it had my curiosity, so I chose this one too. This is another one where the details in the print matters all the more because they're so spread out and you want your pattern laid evenly the way it should be. It did pretty good. I may have missed that little in the corner. It could have come out better, but I think it was because I didn't give that corner a lot of attention. Like I said, Makartt has not disappointed me yet, guys. I hope this was helpful to you and my rant too. Remember to subscribe. Oh, and for those of you who said they're not, you need to hit that Nailifcation bell, and only then can you say you're part of the Nailifcation Squad. See you next time.